But we're kicking off this hour of the show by marking County Clare's Men's Health Week with the theme, What's Your Small Step?, as part of a week-long series of activities, discussions and ways to take part. The initiative, supported by Clare County Council and the Men's Health Pledge, is encouraging men to make small practical changes to improve physical and mental well-being. And today we focus on the importance of making manageable changes to support overall health and well-being. And joining me to do that is the Cathaoirleach of Clare County Council, Paul Murphy, and Joan Tarmey, the Healthy Ireland Co-ordinator with the local authority as well. So a very good morning to both of you, and thanks very much for coming in.
Good morning, Alan.
Good morning, Alan.
Joan, Men's Health Week taking place across Clare. It's running from today up until the 21st. Tell us a bit more about Men's Health, both Men's Health Week and the theme for this year. What's your small step and the thinking behind it?
Okay, it's really, I suppose, Men's Health Week. It's internationally recognised, so it runs right across the world, and it's a campaign to highlight, I suppose, shine a spotlight on men's health. And it's about taking small steps to improve men's health and well-being. And healthier men means a healthier county and a healthier society. So it's everybody's business, while we're focusing on, targeting men, I suppose, to make the small steps. And in Clare, the Men's Health Week is coordinated by Clare County Council, but we can't do that by ourselves. We're obviously working in partnership with the likes of the HSE, Mental Health Ireland, Men's Development Network, Clare Sports Partnership, yourselves, Clare FM have a huge role in it, so thank you to you, and community groups across the county. So lots of activities coming up and discussions and awareness raising. And at the heart of the campaign is the One Small Step pledge, and really what it is we're asking men to commit to a simple action. It doesn't have to be the theme for Men's Health Week this year is one step at a time. So it's very much about things that will benefit their health and small items that they can do, or small activities they can change, or lifestyle changes. Men can pledge themselves, or they can pledges can be made on their behalf, whether it's a family member or somebody who is close to them. But obviously, if somebody else is pledging, they need their permission first.
Okay, and it is a great theme, actually, because of those small manageable changes, bit by bit, make a big change rather than having to dive into a major lifestyle overhaul, which can be quite daunting. Paul, why was it important for the council to support initiatives like Men's Health Week? And I suppose it's something that you're delighted to see, given your recent chat with us about the cycle you undertook with others as well on a similar topic.
That's right, Alan. I think it's very important to promote wellness and mental health and all all aspects of how you can lead a healthier life. And obviously, regular activity would be key to that. Whether it's to get out and walk your dog, or just go for a short walk, go for cycling, whatever it is, that's all good, because you need daylight, you need fresh air, and all those things, they help you to de-stress after a day's work or whatever the case may be. And it's crucial for your well-being, and it helps you to live a happier and healthy life. I guess men in particular mightn't be the best at following up on stuff, like it might be medical appointments or medical issues and kicking it for touch. I know I'd be kind of like that myself, and I've got a great wife who says get after that or sort yourself out. And so I think the Men's Health Week does help in trying to get us to correct those bad habits, and I think it's very, very worthwhile.
And I guess that touches on the theme again, Joan, of making small steps, because men, as Paul says, can tend to be a bit hesitant of, thinking about important topics like this, or any general health-related topic or issue. So I guess if you can encourage them to think about their mental health and improving it, it is baby steps that'll prove to be the most successful route.
Absolutely. When you look at some of the leading causes of premature death amongst males, many of them are preventable by changing lifestyles, and that could be you're checking your cholesterol, I suppose catching things early is a huge thing, preventable. Some things are preventable, and other things, if they're caught early, they're much more easily treated and you get a positive outcome. So we're really encouraging people to don't put off that, GP visit. If you haven't been to the GP for a while, please do make the pledge. Visit the Clare Co Men's Health page, and you'll see you can make the pledge there. And actually as well, we're encouraging, I suppose, by sponsoring some prizes. Clare County Council is sponsoring the 10 GEM sessions with a trainer designed programme. So that's really, really nice prize. And also there is a prize, a sumptuous meal for two. So it's either or, and you can make that selection. You don't have to enter the competition if you don't want to, if you just want to make a pledge. But I think it's really important that everybody lives a long and healthy life. Like, we all think about, we don't think about the amount of life in our years. We always think about, the added years that we might have. But it's important that we're able to, we're able to get ourselves off the couch and able to move. So all the things we do throughout our life will help us do that. So it's about getting our diabetes is another one. And getting our blood pressure checked, all those things. And there's a number of different things happening, as you mentioned there, during the week. There's Cafe Connect, which is on the Thursday. Sorry, I'll just check that. It's on the Thursday, correct, of this week, and that's 10:30 to 12 p.m, and that's in De Valera Library. And that's an opportunity for people to come. It's a very welcome space, people to have a tea or a coffee, a conversation. It's all about connection, and it's about, positive mental health. That's on the Thursday. So on the Wednesday we have two things happening. We have the Men's Development Network have an information stand also in the library, and that's on from 10:30 to 1:30 p.m. And we also have a webinar which will be really interesting, because there's a number of things, number of very interesting speakers there. There's a panel discussion, so people can tune into that. They don't have to participate in it. So there's a QR code, and we have it up on our website. You can scan that to book in. So that's a really interesting one. Another thing that's happening is a health screening. The HSE have been very helpful in this regard. It's happening in Kilrush Mart. Now, it was meant to be happening this week, but it's actually moved to the following Wednesday. But however, this is a really important thing, that people will be able to get their blood pressure, pulse and diabetes screening. And we have members of staff from the HSE there in the Kilrush Mart from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Wednesday the 24th of June. So Men's Health Week normally ends with Father's Day on the 21st, so this Sunday, so nobody's an excuse to, if they've said they forgot about Father's Day, so they have a little bit of notice. But no, I think it's really important that, women have a strong role as well, because as Paul mentioned, it's important that men sometimes need a nudge to do things, and, I suppose nudge the men in your life to take control of their lives and to take action. And it doesn't have to be, like Paul has done, massive cycles. We're not expecting people to do half marathons and 160k cycles. We're asking people to take the small steps, whether it's eating a healthier meal, one healthier meal in the week if you're not eating healthily. If you do two 20-minute walks, brisk walks, that type of thing. So it's about changing your lifestyles, and everybody can improve, us all included. We can all do something more each week.
And Paul, you'll know, being a counsellor, all about stress. What role does stress play in men's overall health, and why is stress something we need to talk about more openly? Is it that kind of, is there still an element of that machismo of, admitting that you're being stressed out by work or other people or whatever it might be, is an element of kind of admitting weakness, and men don't like to show any form of weakness?
I think that, I suppose it still is there to a certain degree, Alan, but I think as time goes on, that myth has been debunked, because I think while men traditionally, you might have gone for a pint and had a chat there, but you wouldn't be talking about stress in a pub. But I do find, and this is my own personal experience, when you're out there on a Saturday morning with a gang of lads on the bike, and if there's stuff bothering you whatever it is, you find you can talk about it a lot easier without even feeling that you're unloading. But whether it's the rhythm or the motion of the physical activity, I find that that certainly helps in talking and unloading, and men particularly find themselves talking to each other without realising it, and that in itself is a very good release. And a problem shared is a problem halved, or whatever that saying is. But it's critical that if you're feeling stressed, that you do talk and share the burden, because it certainly helps anyway.
Yeah, fair play to you. I'd struggle to breathe cycling 160 kilometres, much less be having a casual chat with somebody as I was doing it.
That's when you're going downhill.
That's when you're going for the downhill parts of the cycle. Okay, fair enough. Joan, how important is it for men to recognise that looking after their health, it isn't just about the physical side of it, fitness or watching what you're eating or diet. It is about like rest, connection, emotional well-being. I guess a lot of elements that men probably it wouldn't occur to them.
Yeah, I think that we have a really interesting lineup of speakers on Clare FM this week as part of the Men's Health Week, and one of them is he's got a lot of experience, over a decade of experience on sleep. He's the health scientist and sleep expert, Tom Coleman. So he'll be on with you tomorrow, and that's important for them to listen to that. And it doesn't have to be rocket science, some of the things that we have to change, but he'll be talking about the science behind it and all of that as well. So it's really important. But yeah, there's lots people can do, and then we have the mind, food, nutrition and everyday energy, and we have Killian Keane from Mental Health Ireland, and also Jamie Fitzgibbon from Ennis Leisure from Clare County Council, talking about nutrition and what people can do. And then on the Thursday we've got Move a Little More, and John Carey and from Ennis Leisure for Clare County Council, and Pat Sexton from the Clare Sports Partnership. And then finally we have on Friday we have Flann Heher from Ennis Men's Shed and Derek Clune, Shannon Men's Shed, talking about connection, community and looking out for each other. So that whole kind of, to answer your question about, it's not just about the physical side of it, it's about the having the spaces where people can connect with each other, and maybe they're doing kind of fun activities, but at the same time they're having a chance to have a real chat about, people's mental health and maybe issues that are on their mind. We don't have to make a big thing of it. It's something that people, there has been a stigma attached to it, but I think that's, as Paul was saying, that's being broken down, and people realise that a problem shared is a problem halved, and there's all those kind of avenues now for people to make that step and to reach out to people.
And Paul, the fact that this this initiative from the council, part of a, I suppose, community effort to help men to help themselves and help their mental health. How important is community involvement when it comes to improving men's health outcomes?
I guess it makes it more normal. The more involvement and participation across the board, the more it's out there, Alan, I think it makes... It's
not a taboo kind of topic or subject.
Exactly, yeah, just to make people feel freer to talk, and it's not always about talking, but let's go for the walk, let's go for the chat, whatever, anything like that is good, and the more common that it becomes, the better for all concerned.
It's so true. And look, clearly, Joan, there's loads happening as part of the week. For people who want to find out more about those details, presumably they can find them on the council website. They
can indeed at clarecoco.ie Men's Health. So all the information is there, and what I suppose the takeaway is to encourage people to think about taking the small step. Take the pledge that's on there. It's very simple to do. Click a few buttons and you can select a few things, and if you want to enter the competition, great. Some lovely prizes there, and it's really easy. So, and we'll also be highlighting it on social media as well. You'll see that coming through from Healthy Clare, and also from Clare County Council and all the other agencies too.
Okay, brilliant stuff. Look, it's all very, very positive. So head along there to find out more. Joan Tarmey, the Healthy Ireland Co-ordinator for Clare County Council. Joan, thank you very much. And the Cathaoirleach of the local authority, Paul Murphy. Paul, thank you as well for joining me on Morning Focus.